What's going on? Good afternoon. My name is Mac, and I am a professional human builder out of beautiful, sunny St. Pete, Florida. Um, when I tell people I'm a human builder, they're like, "You do what?" I'm like, "No, I'm like a pseudo-anthropologist. I am a certified personal trainer and found that I am stupid in love with human beings and fully believe in the infinite potential of the human brain and the human spirit. So as a personal trainer, I would have clients come in and they would sit down and I would go, okay, well, why are you here? And they're like, well, I feel fat. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't help me. Why are you actually here? And the stories that I experienced are otherworldly, and I can't wait to put them in writing one day. But what it really boiled down to was that life and your physique and fitness is a lot more than just the scale and what you see. It's what happens within. It's the gut, it's the brain, it's the soul. So what I do is, as a human builder, I take fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, and mindset to create the perfect formula for the individual. It's entirely custom because you're your own puzzle, and it's a pleasure to be the one who helps you figure it out. So what I do is take the brain, the body, and your being, not just mind, body, soul, and try to get them all in balance, because I think we all know that you can't have one without the other, and you can look great and still be a piece of shit, or you could not look so great and be a really phenomenal soul, but we are all human beings, not just men and women. We're not just black, white, purple, green. We're humans here, wherever you are, to learn and to grow and to evolve. To evolve is the human experience, and you can't just do that in the four walls of a gym, and I knew that. So I left the gym and practiced what I preached and became the coach, not just for the 1 hour in the gym, but for the other 23 hours of the day where life happens. Anything that life might be throwing at you, because life doesn't happen to you, it does happen for you, and it's the most magical experience I've ever had in my entire life, because this is 100% a passion project. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being a part of my life and existence, and I want you to know that there is nothing between you and me except for a message button. So just send me a message and connect with me, because there's nothing I love more than connecting with real human beings on a really authentic level. Because at the end of the day, you can have coaches and leaders and mentors, but those coaches, leaders, and mentors are just growing and evolving as much as you are as someone who's looking up to them. So I try to tell every client, I tell everyone that it's a client. You are family to me when you become a client. You're not just a transaction. You're so much more than that, and become so ingrained in who I am. And each client is like an individual quilt piece on a much bigger, actually, they're all the little patches on my little patchwork heart. You guys are the ones that have not only helped me heal in my own life, in my own soul, in my own being, but you have taught me so much. So my mission is to continue the teaching and to continue the growth and the education and the evolution for my own self, so that I can continually be a better person for you every single day, and a better coach for you every single day. So that means, pursuing new science, doing the research, being the resource for you. So that's why when people are like, what do you do, Mac? I'm like, well, how much time you got? Sorry that took a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but I'm not sorry, because I'm super passionate about it, and I really do believe in it, and I really do believe that any human being has the potential to harness their brain, which is infinitely powerful, and thereby harness your entire physiology, and from that point on, you're limitless. So, so long as you'll have me as part of your journey, I'll take it. And so long as you wish to evolve, I am here for you to help you evolve. These birds are so loud. I had a meeting with a client today who has been with me forever and has been a huge part of my own existence and has been a huge part of who I am as a coach, as a human, in shaping my vision for what it is I wanted in my own career. And our topic today was letting go. What does it mean to let go? And I did a brief IGTV video on this, but it wasn't nearly detailed enough because there's a lot to letting go, and unfortunately it's not a one and done process. It is cyclical. But when it comes time to let go, it's when your center of being has been penetrated by negativity. And when I say negativity, it could be negative thought, it could be a negative experience. Anything that is not leveling you up is bringing you down, homie. So as you are leveling up in your own growth and pursuing your evolution, some things are going to come to the surface where you're going to realize that there are humans, occupations, situations, surroundings that you no longer can partake in because you have come to some sort of realization of exactly what it is you want, exactly how you're going to get there, and you're ready to truly harness what it is you are here to do, and turn back up the volume on something that someone muted a long time ago. And that could have happened over a series of events, that could have happened over your childhood or one specific trauma. It is unique to every human being, and every human being has the right to figure out what that block is so that they can experience their total and complete evolution, because that evolution is never ending. The minute you open up that door and say, I'm going to let go of all of the bullshit, all of the stuff that doesn't serve me, all of the stuff that does not push you towards that next level, anything that's not a motherfucking Mario power up needs to go. Do you understand me? Because you got shit to do and you have evolution to experience. So you better have the motherfuckers around you who are ready to experience that evolution with you and for you, and whose evolutions you're excited to witness and root on as well, because it's not a one-man journey. And anybody that is pursuing evolution, be it financial, be it physical, be it mental, for the sole purpose of benefiting their own selves, that's ego. And we don't fuck with ego. We don't fuck with ego in the gym. We don't fuck with ego in life. When you take a moment to step back and realize that everything in your life has an impact on the goals that you are after right now, it becomes very crystal clear as to the decisions that need to be made, why, how, and when. And you start to realize just how much worth, how much magic you have always had. Hear that again. It's a magic that you have always had. Does that mean that there were some maybe not so great experiences that you had to go through in order for you to be where you are? Yes. Does it mean that you're going to have to experience heartache and sadness and maybe even dementors, Yes, absolutely. That is part of the human experience, because negativity, darkness cannot exist without light and goodness. If that makes sense. That sounds real esoteric. But even just look at the yin and the yang, right? You can't have one without the other. So a way that I explain this and have explained this to my clients in the past, that seems to ground everyone in this, oh, okay, that makes sense. I know I'm trying, atoms are not my thing, but humans are, and I'm going to try to see if I can make this make sense. When we're talking about letting go, what we're really talking about is the nucleus, right? The center of everything. We're talking about the epicenter, not only of who you are, but the center of your existence. So I need you to take a moment and jump back into high school for me, and we're going to go kind of look at chemistry a little bit. And I want you to look at the atoms in the periodic table. If you never took chemistry, then just bear with me, and this will make sense, I promise. At the center of everything that exists is an atom. It's what creates matter. It's what creates mass in anything. It's atoms are present in everything in this world as we know it. And at the center of an atom is a nucleus. And in that nucleus are protons and there's neutrons. Like Jimmy Neutron? Okay, like some of you are coming back to me. A proton has a positive charge and a neutron has a neutral charge. It's what I would refer to as like the stoner of the little molecules going, hey, brah, we good, like, we good. And the protons are more like me, where they're like bubbly and obnoxious with positivity. Sunshine, magic, and all that shit. This nucleus is tight. It is sealed. It is rock solid. Cannot be penetrated. So on the outer orbitals of an atom, if you can envision an atom with its orbitals spinning a multitude of ways, is a minimum of 2 electrons. A negative charge that rotates in its own axis, but can't penetrate the nucleus. And depending on the element or depending on the compound, there's going to be a certain amount of electrons. Negativity. That's just part of the compound. And there are some compounds or some elements that have a negative charge. And that's okay. They have to exist. And there are some that have a positive charge. And that's awesome too. Because they need to exist. Because they create the balance of the entire periodic table. So if an electron were to come into a nucleus, or if the nucleus itself was split, an atom split, what happens? A bomb, right? It dissipates. It's destroyed. So when we're talking about your evolution, and we're talking about your center of being and who you are and what you need to do in order to let go, what we're saying is either the energy in your nucleus is positive or it's neutral, but them bad vibes better stay in their own motherfucking orbitals, because we can't have that shit, because there's going to be an explosion. You with me? Positive center of being in your self-talk, and the people you surround yourself with, and the relationships you have, with your own family. Just because you share blood does not mean that they are part of your nucleus. You choose your family. You choose your ohana. Because ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. And I don't know about you, but in my own personal life, some of the most meaningful people in my existence have zero blood relation to me because I chose them to be in my nucleus. But that's just it. It's a choice. So you have choice in all of it. So really what I'm getting at is that you, the human watching this, is the nucleus. Okay? Your being, your brain is that nucleus, and it deserves a strong center of energy, like that gust of wind, that can repel and balance no matter what negativity or how many electrons are swarming around you. Because you know that your nucleus is air fucking tight, and it's airtight with the right energy. I understand that for many of us, especially if you have followed me on Instagram, or if we've met in person, or if you've been a client of mine, then I know and you know that your nucleus hasn't always been positive. And that center of being and finding a positive center of being is as foreign as negativity to some. And I will fully acknowledge that some people have only ever known an electron, a negative vibe, a bad vibe. And I want you to know that that does not mean that your evolution has to consist of the same compounds and the same bonds. It's entirely up to you to break those connections and to let go of the energies that no longer serve you, because you are here to do some big shit. You are here to touch other lives, to impact other human beings. Because if you are part of our Mac Mafia, then you are a human that is here to build other humans. And if that's you, I don't know why you haven't messaged me yet if I haven't met you, but if it is you and I do know you, thank you for being one of those people. And if that is you and I don't know you, thank you for being one of those people, because we need more of them. And we need more people to understand that their nucleus is the most important thing in the world. And the energy in which they surround themselves is entirely up to them. And I can only hope that it's done with love. And I can only hope that it's done with fearlessness, because I know that when you're familiar with something, new is really scary and it doesn't feel good. And that can be in the gym, that can be with changing your diet, that can be with new relationships, getting back into dating, whatever it might be for you. Understand that new is where growth happens. And life is just a series of PRs waiting for you to cash in on them. But all life really is one rep at a time. And while your nucleus right now may not feel the best, understand that you are in the process of letting go of all that isn't yours. And that's pretty freeing. So take a big deep breath and understand you're on the right track. And understand that evolution is one day at a time, one rep at a time. And anybody who's been in the fitness world or has been an athlete knows that it takes many, 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 many hours in the gym to get even close to the physique that you think is okay. And even then, it's not enough. So you may as well just fall in love with the process, fall in love with your reps, and understand that you are magic. And you always have been. And you have always had the power to repel the negativity and to use it to your benefit, for your growth, but not for your hindrance. So with that, I am here for you always. I am just one message away. Again, my name is Mac. And a beautiful butterfly just flew over my head. My name is Mac, and I'm a professional human builder, and life is a hell of a lot more than 1 hour in the gym. It's the other 23 hours of the day where life fucking happens. So let it happen for you, and if it resonates with you to have me as part of that journey, then message me. Hit me up. That's what I'm here for. If you have questions about anything that I talked about today, I'm one message away. I'll see you online. I'll see you on Instagram. I'll see you on YouTube. I'll see you on YouTube. Ah! The fuck? I was like, I can't be a YouTuber. That's weird. This was magic, so thank you for hanging out with me. And if you watch this in the morning, go kick some ass today. If you watch this at night, I hope you kicked some ass today. And if you're watching it in the middle of the day, keep kicking ass today. I love you. Hit me up. Bye.